Okay, it looks like we are up and running. We are live. Thank you for joining me. This is going to be another one of those live sessions of just chatting around. And then the goal, I have two goals tonight. One is to unbox this new power pack by Nomad. And the second is I got a new case for the Mavic, which I will be going camping this weekend, and I will be testing out the new case to see how it handles. As always, if you join and you're here watching live, please, there below the video, there's going to be a chat room. You can type into the chat room, and that way we can actually talk back and forth in real time, which is really exciting, especially since I now have the live feed working correctly. This is now the second time that it seems to be working. So, Nomad has been letting me review many of their items, and it's been awesome because I really like their philosophy. It's all about combining things. If you have seen some of the reviews, like for example, there's a carabiner of theirs, and in it, it hides... Sebastián, ¿qué tal? Hi, from Argentina. That's the thing, is sometimes I don't know if I should be speaking in English, speaking in Spanish, depending on who's here. But Sebastián, welcome. So Nomad, so this carabiner of theirs is great because you have a mini USB on one side, regular USB on the other side, so you can charge things, and it's easy to keep, and it won't get lost, and you can use it for other things because it's indeed a carabiner. So the latest thing they sent me, which is one of their new items, is this power pack. And what it is it's a power pack. It says here that it'll charge an iPhone 7 3.5 times with a full charge, so that's awesome. My old one that I had of theirs, which was great, was wooden, which was really cool. It's very thin, slim, and easy to take. This one is a bit smaller, and it's supposed to be more rugged. And then the last thing that they've done is it has a tile in it so that you can look for it if you ever misplace it. And I actually was thinking it'd be a cool thing if, for example, you're traveling, this is in your backpack, you lose your backpack or someone takes it, you'll be able to track it on your phone and see exactly where it is, or if you, by chance, lose that. So I'm really cheating a little bit with the unboxing because I unboxed it when I got it, and I put it back in the box just so that I could do this. But it is really cool looking. It's quite small. It's a lot smaller than the other one. I like that it has a rubber surface on the outside, and they claim that it is very impact resistant. And they also have another out port that they didn't used to have before, that it's supposed to charge things a bit faster than normal. And the last thing is, howdy, love that drone, looks really awesome. Maybe I'll be able to afford one eventually. Hey, they just came out, and DJI cranks these things out so often that they drop in price very, very quickly. When I got this one, it had already gone down in price quite a bit before I got it because I got it when the 4 came out. So it was the older version, and this was the standard version, which was 2 levels under. So this wound up being a lot cheaper than the regular one. So don't worry about the prices. They crank stuff out so quickly. I wouldn't be surprised if this drops in price very quickly. I had a very hard time not getting it because this year I have a bunch of trips lined up that I just felt like it was an investment so that I could take the drone with me on these trips. So hopefully, depending on the footage I get back, it'll be worth it in the end. But if I didn't have those trips, I would have just waited, just like I waited with this one. Just giving a little bit of time, and prices will drop for sure. So, Nomad, the last thing that they said too is when you're charging it, the blinking light will be a little bit dimmer if you want it to be, because if you're charging things at night and it's all pitch black and you see that light, it could keep you up. I've never really had that problem, so I don't know if I would be, if I would care one way or another, but I am excited to try it. I'm going to try it this weekend, and I will be actually using it probably to charge the controller of the Mavic over the weekend, and the GoPro as well. And for the GoPro, that's where the carabiner is great, because there's all I have to take, and I can, there's all I have to take, and I can charge anything on the go. So, Nomad, thank you so much. I'm very excited to try it out. I will get back after a couple of trips with it, and I have some actual information on how well it performed. And I'll try to compare it to the older one. I know that they don't make it anymore, but power-wise, I think that one was a little stronger. This is smaller and more rugged, so I think it's a give and take. The last thing is there's going to be a really big contest giveaway coming up, so just keep an eye out for that. I'm probably going to put out a video with instructions and what's going to happen in, I'd say, the next week or two. I'm very excited, and Nomad is going to be a part of that. So thank you for participating with me. So now, let's move on to the new case. So I'll be watching the price. Your footage looks really nice with it. It is actually, the footage is excellent. I was very impressed. I have 2 trips with a kayak so far, and the first one was great, but I was just getting to see how it functioned. The second one, it was great because we were out in the water for, I'd say, maybe around 6-ish hours, maybe 6 hours, and I got to fly it 3 times because even though the setup I had before wasn't very easy to maneuver with all the different dry bags and whatever, the fact that I could just fold it, unfold it this quickly, get it out of the bag, and get it up in the air meant I wasn't annoying the rest of the group too much as they were waiting for me to either get some footage or they were just sitting around talking to each other. And then when we were getting back, I actually sped off in front of the group. We were paddling comfortably back, and I thought, you know what, if I can get there a little bit earlier than the rest of them, maybe I can set up and actually catch them getting to shore. And so I'm not a very fast paddler, and I don't have a fast kayak, but I just pushed for a little while. I got there, and within a couple of minutes, I was able to get it up in the air, and I actually was able to get them landing, which was awesome. I did use the Mavic while I was on the kayak. So yes and no. I carried it with me, but I have not yet controlled it from the kayak. Sebastian just asked. I am hesitant to try the hand launching and catching yet. I've only flown it a couple of times. I think as I get more comfortable with it, I'll make that decision to see if I should try that or not. But the plan is to be able to get it up in the air, get it into tracking mode, get back in my kayak, and put the controller away somewhere in the kayak, be able to go somewhere else, get somewhere else, and then have it land safely. So that is the plan, and that's what I want to get to. But now, to reiterate what I had before, I just had some foam wrapping this around, and then I would shove it into a 10-gallon, is this a 10-gallon? Yeah, into a 10-gallon dry bag. So what I wanted was something a little easier to deal with, so I got this, which is super, super cheap on Amazon. I'll be actually posting links to the Nomad Powerpack as well as this and anything else that you guys have questions on that we're talking about. By the way, once again, if you're watching, there should be a window below that you can type into. It's a chat room, and whatever you say, I'll see in real time so we can have a conversation while we're doing this. So this is what's known as a camera sleeve. Usually these are packs that you buy extra to slip into a backpack or any kind of bag so that it has Velcro on different ends. And then it usually comes with dividers so that you can put them in different places and then set up your camera gear however you want. And it's padded. And the other thing that they say is this will take a little bit of moisture or a little bit of water. It's not waterproof, but it can take a splash and it won't soak in. So that's nice. But so what I wanted was to find something that's foam padded that I could easily slide the Mavic into, along with the controller, batteries, and extra propellers. So this is exactly the right size. Sadly, it does not fit up and down. It has to be sitting on the bottom, which is fine. It fits perfectly, almost as if it was designed for it. Look at that fit. So I'll have to fit that in, put a piece of foam down, controller, and battery. So that fits well, wraps down, seems to be packed well. Now the test is, will it fit with everything into a 10-liter bag? And I'm cheating because I checked before and it did, but I checked with it completely empty. But it seems like with the Mavic inside and all the stuff, it's still, look at that! That is a beautiful fit. That is absolutely superb. For those of you that don't paddle, this is a dry bag. It's the thicker vinyl kind. And that's it. The entire Mavic, extra battery, and remote is sitting in this. This is extremely small. I'm not worried about it moving around too much because I know it's padded all over. And that should be very, very easy to take with me. So I'll be posting a link to this. I think it was maybe $15, $16 for the sleeve. What I'm really interested in, though, is ease of use. So you would unclip the bag, slide the Mavic out, and that's it. Controller, battery, and Mavic. And you're ready to fly. That is pretty awesome. I think that's going to be the way to go, and I'm thinking I will be taking this camping with me this weekend. As I said before, if you'd like to say anything, there should be a chat room directly below the video. You can type anything, and I can see it real time. Now, one thing I've noticed so far is that the Mavic comes with a dome, and I haven't mentioned this before. And I've been trying to be careful with it, and it's already getting really scratched up. So, because I don't think it was designed at all to fly with this on. There's a whole bunch of vents right behind it that are, I would say those are made for airflow, for the stuff inside to stay cool. And putting this over it stops that completely. So I'm guessing engineers absolutely did not want this on. This was simply protection for the camera. But it's plastic. It's cheap plastic. So you know that if it touches anything, it's going to get banged up. And I'm going to try, let me see if I can get it close to the camera. I don't know if you could see, it already is full of scratches from just regular use. And there's absolutely no way I'd want that in front of a 4K camera. You go through the trouble of taking your drone with you, and then you wind up having these scratches hurt whatever footage you're using. So I think this is a great idea for traveling and keeping it safe while you're moving around, but I think once you're actually going to fly, I would definitely take that off. Guys, do you have any questions? Feel free, please, to write into the chat room somewhere below. Let's see, what else have I found so far on the Mavic? Oh, so the controller, for me, has been this little part that inserts into the phone sometimes comes in and out a bit. So there's supposed to be a little plastic piece over here, so that here, I'll get a little bit closer. So the remote has a connector on the side. That connector connects to your mobile device. Now, and it connects to the side of the controller. The Mavic comes with a whole bunch of different ones so that you can fit it on any mobile device you might have. But there's a little guide here so that it stays in place as you put it on your phone. And for me, it has not been working well. It just came right off. So I just did away with it. I'm putting my my phone right into it. I clamp it down, and that's how I've been using it. Okay, I think that's pretty much all I had planned for today. If you have any other questions, I'd be more than happy to answer. Like I said, there's going to be a very, very interesting contest coming up soon, so keep an eye out for that. It's going to be a big giveaway. Gear Lab is going to be involved. Nomad is going to be involved, and I'm going to be giving up something very, very dear to me so that someone else could enjoy it. So I will be putting together rules for that, making a video out of it. Good video. Thanks for sharing your new toys. Absolutely. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Just answering some questions on the chat room. And then what I'm going to be doing is for the contest, I will be announcing the winners live. So that should be a lot of fun. All right, that does it. I will see you next time. Thank you for tuning in and hanging out with me for a little while. And I will report back with more findings on the Mavic, other equipment, and kayaking in general. See you next time.